Hello friends, my name is Kira Snow and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am wearing this veil as themed for the runway look, which is called Veiled It. Woo! I'm going to be going over the highlights and the low points of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7 All Winter Season Episode 5. Fun fact, I actually made this whole thing myself. It looks great from the front and from the back, but from the top it looks a little bit rough. So yeah, let me part this so you can actually see me. Alright, so the challenge for this week is the Drag University graduation speeches. So for the Drag University speeches, the person who gets to pick the lineup is Monet X Change. And I'm going to be going over my scores for how I think the queens did in their speeches. So for Monet, I would give her like a B grade. It wasn't like horrible, but it also wasn't like the most fabulous thing I'd ever seen, unfortunately. I didn't get any like huge laughs out of it. It was more like so-so, like nothing super amazing. For Trinity, I would give her a B+ because her jokes were more funny to me. And I really liked her message, and it was really heartfelt when she talked about her grandma and how she didn't do well in school typically. And then her last line about, if you don't do well at anything, then just go to Mexico and pay a plastic surgeon to get a fat ass or something. Like, that was just super hilarious. And then for Evie, I would give her a grade of like B because I wasn't like super laughing hard, but I actually did like her overall message. Like, out of all the speeches, I think the most useful information-wise or advice-wise was Evie's. That like resonated with me the most out of like everything. I'm actually gonna put my hair down because I think it'll make this look more successful. There we go. I kind of look like Moana a little bit. Okay, so Raja's, I would give her a B-. I don't know why everyone, especially RuPaul, was laughing at Raja's. Every time RuPaul laughed, like, I was crickets. I was not laughing at all. I was not gagging or living for Raja's jokes. The funniest one was at the end when she said, stay booked and stay blessed. Like, more of Raja's jokes were just ones I kind of like smiled a little bit at. I didn't actually laugh very hard, so I don't really understand why she won this week. And I feel like she could have gone even more amped up with her character. She wasn't embodying the character like 100%. It was only at like maybe 80%, 75%. Like, she wasn't going ham, and she could have took it a lot further with doing more, I don't know, more hippie crystal person stuff. So for Jinx, I give her a grade of A. She was pretty solid. I think she was going really fast in some parts, but I think she just had to do it for time's sake. But she got in a lot of good lines. I think her humor is kind of like dumb humor. She kept saying about the car all the time. I mean, I've laughed the first 2 times, and after that it got kind of old, but at least for some people, they liked it. For Jada, I would give her like an A- or maybe even an A. Hers was pretty good. I actually laughed, like genuinely laughed during hers. And she gave also a really heartfelt, like, you know, personal story of hers, which I really liked. For Vivian, I gave her A+++ because that was the only one where I like hysterically laughed. Like, especially when she fell at the end. Like, her jokes are just like the bomb. Like every single one of them was like a real zinger that made me laugh a lot. So, and I like how when they gave her direction, she really took it and like made her comedy sketch like the best it could possibly be, and her character was like fully developed, and she's just a great actress. Like I think she should have won this challenge. And then as for Shay, I give her an A grade. I think her confidence is like insane. It really like shows through, and I liked how her storytelling was really good. So Shay was pretty solid as well. Alright, next we're going to be going over the runway, and the category is Veiled It, hence why I'm wearing this veil. Alright, next we're going to be going over the runway, and the category is Veiled It. So one of the ones that I think was good, but I think it could have been edited, was Monet's. Hers was really cute, but I think she should have left the orange veil she had on like for more time, and then like took it off maybe when she was like midway after she had took like 5 steps or so, because I initially didn't even remember that she had it on because she took it off so fast. And then also, I understand like she's trying to portray a bird, which was kind of cute, but for some reason, like with her figure, it doesn't like make a very flattering silhouette. So maybe if she had a shorter skirt, it would have just like made her look less like boxy, or like there's less fabric. Like I just wanted it to be like a more flattering silhouette for her entire body, if that makes sense. And for Shay, hers was really great. I just think maybe a different hat could have worked better, but all the pleating was super like gorgeous. Trinity's was very good. I liked the train, and she looked absolutely gorgeous with this red flowery roses look. It was just absolutely amazing. Then Raja's was insane. I don't think anyone else could pull that off, and I've never seen that silhouette before, and it was just, in my notes all I have is slay, because she did amazing. And so next would be Jada, the black veil. It was okay. It wasn't like the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. Evie, I really liked hers. It was kind of like bohemian chic, and nobody else did beads, and it was kind of a risk to do, but I think it paid off. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Also, next would be Jinx. Hers was one of the top looks for me because the butterfly effect with them like dangling up. I actually wanted to do that for my look, but I didn't have enough time. But Jinx was super amazing with those butterflies. It looked gorgeous, so effortless. I just wish her veil was more see-through so it wouldn't kind of look like we can't see her at all. Vivian's looked a little uncomfortable, and I kind of wish it was like looser, the fabric around her face, so she wouldn't look so like, so we'd be able to like kind of see her face a little more. But her look was solid. I didn't really have many complaints about it, and it was unique, which I liked. I thought the winners were going to be Vivian and Jinx, but the winners are actually Jinx and Raja. I personally feel that Vivian was robbed. Her performance was far better than Raja's in the actual challenge. Vivian was like way funnier than Raja. I'm sorry, Raja. Like, I love Raja. And I think Raja probably had one of the strongest runway looks. But I think usually when it comes to RuPaul's Drag Race, the people who do the best in the challenge, and as long as they have a pretty decent runway, those end up being the winners. So I feel like Vivian was robbed this episode. Like, she should have been one of the winners. That's all I'm saying. Keeping it real, okay? But who ends up winning is, who ends up being the top is Raja and Jinx. And after the lip sync, Jinx wins. And then Jinx chooses to block Vivian, which is so sad. Because if this had gone a different way, then then Vivian would have been the winner. And she just doesn't deserve to be blocked. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I found her really funny. But anyways, that does it for our recap of episode 5. And as far as who's going to win the season, I mean, at this point, it's Jinx's game. She's just really being a heavy hitter. And so, I mean, she's one of the ones to look out for. She's not my personal favorite, but she can make Rue laugh like no one's business. And she seems to have a reasonable fashion style. So, anyways, hope you guys like this video. Give it a like if you liked it. Please subscribe. Also, check out my TikTok and Instagram accounts. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!